Welcome to the Tea Mind, and for those of you that are new around here, I'm Erica, and this is the podcast where we pause, put the kettle on, and reconnect with what really matters. Each episode is your invitation to slow down and explore how something as simple as a cup of tea can become a gateway to mindfulness, mental fitness, and a more present way of living. We'll sip our way through practical tea routines, powerful insights, and heartfelt stories. Some weeks it's just you and me, and some weeks we'll hear from inspiring guests. But every week it's a chance to recalibrate, to pause, rebalance, and thrive. So grab your favourite mug, breathe deeply, and join me in the art of living with a tea mind. Hi, I'm Erica, and welcome back to the Tea Mind podcast. This is your space to pause, rebalance, and thrive. And today I've got a simple question for you, but please do not rush to answer. When was the last time you truly paused? Not a scroll break, not a flick through your to-do list, but a real pause. One where your shoulders drop, your breath starts to deepen, and for a moment you are really, really here and present. In today's really fast-paced world, we've really replaced rest with distraction. We've normalized being half there, eyes on the screen, minds in the future, body tensed up like a clenched fist. And then when that stress creeps in, what do we reach for? Another tab, another notification, maybe even another podcast. But really, we are screaming out for stillness. But instead, we're snacking on stimulation. And what's the result? We feel frazzled even when we're doing nothing, and we're mentally busy even when we're lounging on the sofa. So I'll ask it again. When was the last time you truly paused on purpose and fully arrived in your own life? And what's the cost of staying in go mode all the time? Because these consequences of not pausing are really, really subtle. You might forget why you walked into a room, maybe notice you're snapping at your partner for no real reason, a little bit more than usual, or maybe you're waking up just tired already. These aren't flaws, they're symptoms of a mind that hasn't been allowed to land and to rest. And the world tells you the solution is more, more, more time off, more productivity hacks, a wellness retreat in Bali, that'll fix everything. But what if what you really needed instead was less, quieter, and slower? What if the antidote to burnout isn't escape, but presence, really sitting with it? For me, I love finding calm sitting with my tea outside, normally on a beach, where it's just me, tea leaves, hot water, the sand between my toes, and the crash of the waves on the shore. And I make a real effort to be really present in that moment. I make sure I'm not trying to do anything else. No phone, no planning, just watching the steam rise and being really present in the moment. And every time I notice my shoulders dropping, my breath slowing and deepening, and I start to come back to myself. I'm in my body, I'm in the moment, I'm not off in my inbox, and I'm not stuck in my head. I am just here. And that's the real magic of what I call a tea pause, and it can change everything. I really love supporting others to sit with a tea pause. And I'm aware that lots of people find it quite difficult and triggering at first because we're so wired to be always on, and it can take a little time and perseverance to really pause and to be still. But we sit with it, and it really does work. So the secret is you don't need more time. You just need to slow down and pause for tea. Create a little ritual, a little moment can hold much more power than a whole afternoon if you know how to use it. And this is where the tea mind comes in, because it's not about using tea just as a drink, but tea as a portal to your breath, to presence, and to your actual life. So next time you make a cup of tea, stay with it. Don't rush off, don't multitask, just stay. Hold your mug, feeling the warmth in your palms and watching the steam curl and lift like a slow little dance. And then just breathe. Inhale for 4 through your nose. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 4 and hold it for 4. And just repeat that little breath a few times, letting your mind slowly catch up with your body. And let calm sneak in just the same way that stress did, quietly, subtly, and effectively. And of course, there's lots of science behind this serenity. This box breathing exercise, the 4-4-4 breath, activates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest and digest mode, the exact opposite of fight or flight. So, really good one to do whenever you're needing to encourage a little bit of calm in your body. And the tea itself contains something called L-theanine, which is a compound proven to reduce anxiety without drowsiness. And these breath focus rituals reduce cortisol levels and can improve focus as well. So you're not just sipping tea, you are really rewiring your nervous system 1 cup at a time. So my Tea Mind invitation to you this week is to turn your kettle into a temple. As the kettle boils, do your box breathing. As your tea steeps, observe the colours and the aromas. And as you sip, let each mouthful anchor you. In this little sacred 3-minute window, just tune into yourself. You don't need incense, you don't need to escape to the Himalayas, you just need this moment and a little bit of intention. Imagine if you treated tea not as a pause from life, but as a way back into it, a way to connect to yourself. And with that connection, you might find yourself showing up a little differently in life, perhaps being calmer in conversations, clearer in choices, and more compassionate with yourself. It starts small, but the compounding effect, the ripple effect, is huge. So will you try this tea pause today? And get curious as to what happens when you really pause. Just 3 minutes, no screens, no plans, just a hot mug, a breath, and your full attention. Thank you so much for joining me today, and do let me know how you get on with this little tea routine. Until next time, keep your tea warm, your breath soft, and your presence strong. Thank you. Thanks for sharing this cup of calm with me. As you move through your day, take the Tea Mind with you. Pause when you can, breathe, and be kind to yourself. And please follow the Tea Mind to get new episodes as they land on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, stay present, sip slowly, and thanks for listening.